Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Washington football team. Of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Their own 21-yard line.
Here we go. 180. Right there. 56. Lock. 56 is the mic.
Garoppolo on first down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So if they move forward defensively, we've got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Here 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Garoppolo. On the screen, this is Coleman. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Second and 7, operating from the 34.
56, the mic, boys, 56.
Now Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
49ers.
Dante Pettis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now it's Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
It's just me. Mark 54. Mark 54.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Third down. Here's Haskins. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Take it at the 37. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The ball carrier.
And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Drop deep, drop deep. Mike 56, Mike 56.
Garoppolo now. And that's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Let's go. You tighten up. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, right there.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Ayuk, complete. Now the ball comes loose. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 21-yard line.
Second and 12. Here's Haskins to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Haskins. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Check it out, read.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on third down.
You got nothing. Mike 56. Mike 56. Hey.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Greg Stroman back deep for Washington. This is brought in at the 21. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Call that a very strong gain of 24. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and you give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game, and now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
From midfield now, Haskins. Open man here, Sims complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Complete.
13 yards there and a Washington first.
A gain of 13 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Brought down at the 30.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. This one completes to Kelvin Harmon. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Kelvin Harmon.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect, and that will be incomplete.
Pass intended for Steven Sims. Incomplete. Jimmy Ward, their defensive.
So now on 4th down, Washington will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Washington.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's get this. 56.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40. Yard line.
7. Washington 3.
Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, flying like dragon.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56.
There's Garoppolo to throw. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Open man is Samuel, complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Come on, watch 10. Check.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Running the counter with Mostert. And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 38. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Let's see what you got.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
And 1.
So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. This from 54 yards away. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through a goalpost.
8-yard line.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now a guy who played his college ball here in the Bay Area, and that's Stanford's Bryce Love. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
A gain of a yard.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
The offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now Haskins to throw it. Got an open man. It's Harmon. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Complete to
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Here's Haskins out of the gun. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And the Washington first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Haskins. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get that to Bryce Love out of the backfield. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 mile.
Throwing again. Haskins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Washington on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Haskins going to throw again. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Kill.
21.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The object there was to get the ball to him on a quick slant, see if he could get loose and take one the distance. But the defense was prepared, and incompletion results.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check 26, check 22. He's checking.
They'll run. Here's Wilson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner first down.
Here we go. Like 20. 56. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. 56. Mike, 56.
A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. He'll get this complete to Charlie Warner. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56.
On second down, Mostert. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
What a breakout season Raheem Mostert had in 2019, and now he's got a chance to be the lead back for his team. In fact, he spent time in the offseason bulking up, trying to get stronger, to absorb the extra hits and be available for more snaps. He wants to be a guy who carries the ball from game 1 all the way through game 16 in the regular season.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And 5 at the 50-yard line.
Here we go.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He finds Coleman. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 36. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
36-yard line.
Here's Tevin Coleman, now in his second year with the Niners. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
He's taken
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
3-yard pickup.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
56. I got you. 56 to Mike.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And not much running room, down to the 32. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. got his target, Samuel. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
A 29-yard attempt.
The kick by Gold is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here.